Hey guys, it's Paul from Online Sax Academy, and in today's lesson we're going to be looking at the blues. Now this lesson's actually my 100th long form video, and so to celebrate that I thought I'd write my own blues tune, and I'm going to show you how I wrote it so you can write your own as well. Along with this, we're also going to trade 4 measure phrases on the blues. Now you can get the free PDF of this blues melody, and that's available in the link below at onlinesaxacademy.com. And premium members will also be able to download the full transcription of the trading phrases section as well. So you'll be able to see exactly what I'm playing, and you can either choose to play along with me with those phrases, or you can use those as inspiration for when you go to improvise your answer phrases. At the moment there's a 7-day free trial available as well, so you can become a premium member for 7 days absolutely free. Alright, so let's learn this melody. So this melody is written over what's called a 12-bar blues chord sequence. Now this is a standard chord sequence that literally hundreds, probably thousands of tunes have been written over. When I was writing my melody, I wanted to limit myself to the notes of what's called the minor pentatonic scale. Now we're doing this in the key of concert F major, which means it's a blues in D for alto sax and a blues in G for tenor sax. Now along with limiting myself to just the notes of the minor pentatonic scale, I wanted to use the typical call and response structure. And these are 2 short phrases that complement each other nicely, and in total it's going to add up to 4 measures. So the call phrase, which lasts about 2 measures, goes like this. And then the next 2 measures we have the response phrase, which goes like this. Now once you have your call and response phrase, you then just have to repeat that 2 more times so it goes across the 12 bars. And this is a classic structure that's used in loads of blues tunes. Things like Sea Jam Blues, Sunny Moon for 2, Bag's Groove, they all have that same structure of a 4-bar phrase that gets repeated 3 times. But you'll notice that even though the melody's the same on each line, the chords that are underneath it are changing. And this is what helps colour the melody. It's a bit like putting different filters on a photo. And it gives the melody a slightly different feel as those chords are changing underneath. So you can have a listen, or you can even grab your sax and try playing along. This is the 12-bar blues melody, first of all. So a nice exercise you can try is to write your own call and response phrases and see if you can come up with your own blues melody. Making yourself come up with an actual melody rather than just only improvising can really help focus your mind into what you think sounds good and what kind of phrases you want to play. After all, improvisation is basically composition in real time. But when you're composing, it gives you a chance just to slow things down and really think about how you'd like a phrase to sound. And that's a really great exercise in developing your sense of melody. Now as a premium member, you'll also have the backing track version as well, so you can put your own melodies over the top of this as well. Now after we've played through the melody, we'll then go to the solo section where we're going to trade phrases. Now I'll play the first 4 measures, and then it will be your turn, and we'll go back and forth like that. Now for the first 2 choruses of the blues, I was just basically sticking to that minor pentatonic scale. For the 2 choruses after that, I started to include the blues note as well. That's the flattened 5th. When you add that note into your minor pentatonic scale, you get something called the blues scale, or sometimes known as the minor blues scale. For the final 2 choruses of the blues, I start to include some more advanced improvising concepts, like using the chord tones and some chromatic approach notes. Now if you're fairly new to improvising, don't worry, you don't have to do that. Sticking to your minor pentatonic or your blues scale is still going to sound really good. And if you're completely new to improvising, or maybe you'd like to push yourself up to that next level, then check out the Learn to Improvise course we have at onlinesaxacademy.com. As a premium member, you'll have access to that course, and it steps you through right from the beginning all the way up to using these more advanced concepts like chromatic approach notes and enclosures. Now whether you're using just the plain simple pentatonic scale, or you are using these more advanced concepts, the most important thing for all the phrases you play is that you have a really good, clear sense of rhythm. For example, here's a phrase where I'm just using the notes of the minor pentatonic scale, but I'm going to play with a really good sense of rhythm. And here's a phrase where I'm using lots of extra notes, but I'm not really paying attention to the tempo of the track. And you can hear it doesn't really work that well, even though it's got all these extra fancy concepts in it. So playing with a good sense of time, phrasing and groove is really key, and it's what can transform the simplest phrase into something that sounds really good. Alright, so we'll give this a go. Remember, we're starting with the melody, we go into those trading phrases section, and then we come out with the melody at the end. Remember, you can grab your free PDF of this melody, and if you become a premium member with that free trial, you'll be able to get access to all the premium content as well, including the full transcription of everything I played today. Let me know in the comments below how you got on with this one, and if there's any other subjects you'd like me to cover. And of course, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit subscribe so you don't miss out on future lessons, and I'll see you guys next week.